In this video, we're going to be looking at the transformation of the hyperbola. We're going to be transforming the hyperbola. Okay, perfect. So we're given h of x as being this, right? Then they want us to form a new function, f of x, by performing the following transformation. Ne? Sharp. I'm going to do some few edits before I even start with this. Okay, let me reduce to 3. Sharp. Remember, guys, 2 units up means we add, right? Up you add, remember? And then down you subtract at the end. Here you add at the end. So we're going to add on q basically, because q is the last number here. You see, you add on the constant that you have there. So our constant is this. So we're going to add for up and then we're going to subtract for down. Then remember, left is opposite. If they say left, you add on x, right? Left and right, remember, it's the x that is being affected. Right, you minus on x, right? Then remember, reflection in the y-axis. Remember, we said they are the opposite. Reflection in the y-axis means this basically. You make x negative. Ne? In the y-axis, the x becomes negative. So you are going to input negative x. Ne? Then in the y-axis, you make y negative. Remember, y being negative is like you basically have negative h of x. Because h of x is y, so it's negative there. Perfect. Now we can write our answers. Ne? So, for 1, we're going to have, so this one, you write what you have. Ne? So I have f of x, remember that's my new function, which is f of x, right, equals to whatever h of x is, right? So h of x, and then they said 2 unit up. So for up, you add on h of x, ne? So it's h of x plus 2, basically, right? Then I'm going to do them simultaneously. The second one will be f of x equals to h of x minus 3, because they say 3 units down we subtract. Right, now let's simplify. So, but we know that h of x is this, right? H of x, I'm going to replace it by negative 4 over x minus 5 plus 6. That's your h of x, but you have the 2 that you are moving up. So your new function will be minus 4 over x minus 5 plus 8. And that's it for A. Then for B, we do the same. You substitute h of x, which is negative 4 over x minus 5 plus 6 minus 3, which becomes negative 4 over x minus 5 plus 3. That's your, because these are like terms, they're going to add and give you 3. These are like terms, they're going to add and give you 8. So that's how you do the up and down. Eh? You just add or subtract on the function. That's it. Okay, now we're going to do left and right. Eh? Left and right. Okay, let me just erase 1 and 2. Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's now do 3 and 4. I'm also going to do them simultaneously, right? Sure. So let's start with 3. They say f of x, right? It's basically h of x moved 4 to the left. So this one, this is how you're going to do it. You write your h, you open a bracket. Because to the left, we have to add a 4 on x. So your new input will be x plus 4. Do you see it? Because you have h of x, but what was h of x? You have to add 4 now to the x because you're moving to the left. Okay, And then this side we have f of x, which is the new function. It's h of x. Let's see what we're going to do here. To the right, we subtract. How much are we subtracting? We subtract 3 from x. To the right, we subtract. Remember, left and right are opposite. So we minus 3 from x. Ne? Sure. And then you are done. You're just going to do the substitution now. So this means where there was x, you are going to replace with this, right? So you are going to rewrite everything, but this part here becomes x plus 4 because it's here. See? Sharp. So you have negative 4 at the top, and then you have input. The new input is x plus 4. And then you still have minus 5 there. Then you have plus 6, which becomes, so ladies, it shouldn't confuse you guys. Here it's x, and then here it's x. It means whatever you input here, you're also going to input there. Does that make sense? So now my input is, it's x plus 4. So where there was x, I also have to put x plus 4. I'm sure it makes sense, guys, right? And then this minus 5 is this one. That plus 6 is that one. So it's going to be minus 4 all over x minus 1 plus 6. That's the new function. And then you do the same here, but now you minus 3. So you're going to have minus 4 over, where there was x, you put x minus 3. Then you still have minus 5 there, then plus 6. This is your f of x for 4, right? Which is negative 4 over x minus 8 plus 6. And that's it, ladies and gents, for left and right. Okay. Awesome. Now we're going to go to the reflections. Ne? The reflections. Okay. Let's get the eraser and erase 3 and 4. Okay. We need to remove this part as well. Sharp. Okay, 3 and 4. And then quickly. So I'm going to do 5 and 6 now. Okay. 5. A reflection in the y-axis, you switch the x. I can show you here why we do that actually. Check. So let's say our Cartesian plane is here, right? And then let's say we had a point here, which is 1 and let's say 2 there. Ne? If we reflect it in the y-axis, so which is this, it means the y-axis becomes your mirror. Ne? This is your mirror. So the mirror means we are this side. So we're going to still be on 2 here. It doesn't change. But this part will now be from here to there must be the same as from. So this will be negative 1. You see, originally it was x. Now it's negative x in the y-axis. In the x-axis, it's going to be negative 2 and 1. So in the x-axis, what changes is y. It changes the sign. It's negative. So when you reflect in the y-axis, it means your y-axis is the mirror. So the mirror does not change. What's going to change is the other one. So if you are reflecting the y-axis, x becomes negative and vice versa, right? So here I'm reflecting in the y-axis. It means every x here is going to be negative. So basically, f of x, it's h where every x is negative, right? Then now we have to substitute that. So where I see x, I'm going to put negative x. So I have minus 4 over negative x minus 5, right? Then plus 6, right? Some people simplifies it further. They prefer the x being positive there, so they do this. So you have negative in bracket x plus 5, right? Then plus 6. So you take a negative out. So all the signs are going to switch. Then this negative and that one becomes positive. So you have 4 over x plus 5 plus 6. And that's your answer for number 5. For number 6, you are reflecting in the x-axis. It means your x-axis is the mirror. It doesn't change. Ne? The mirror does not change. So it means your y-axis is going to be negative. So you have f of x being equals to negative y. Remember, h of x is y, right? Now, what does this negative mean? It means that each term on the original function, you're going to multiply by a negative. Ne? Sharp. So negative and negative will give you a positive, right? Then the bottom, we have x minus 5. Then negative and positive will give you a minus. There you have that. Then that's your reflection in the x-axis. And that's it about the reflection of the hyperbola, ladies and gentlemen. So far we have done the reflections on the parabola. We have done the reflections on the hyperbola. And I'm sure you have seen that nothing changes, right? If you haven't watched the videos for the parabola, please make sure you start from the beginning and follow up, because all these lessons are follow-ups of each other. Some of the points I'm not going to emphasize on other videos because I already emphasized on other videos. So it's always good to follow the videos and keep record of how much you have watched and write your notes. I advise you to get a notebook and write important things that you already know. You don't need to write them down, but whatever you feel like is going to benefit you is important. I advise you to put it down on the book so that you can always get it whenever you need it for revision. And don't forget to be generous and share with family and friends, and also to hit the subscription button. And most importantly, thank you for your time and taking your future seriously. Tango, see you soon.